Hello and welcome to another update video about the NASDAQ. We want to go back to our last scenario, to what we discussed in the previous video. I haven't changed the wave count here. We don't need to change much, just to shift them back into place, because I haven't looked at the NASDAQ for a few days. Yeah, and it's broken out, right? And the overall bullish scenario here did hold, and the two trend reversal or trading areas I communicated did lead to a couple of potentially profitable trades. For anybody who used them, did have at the time here a trading area. The price reversed here. That was in January, early January. The idea was down here, if you watch it, and we did it in a public video, you will remember that I highlighted a reversal is expected either way in a bullish or the short-term bearish scenario, which is the white count, which I, to be honest, can take off the chart now, the short-term bearish count, because the market has spoken and has confirmed the bullish pathway, which is great, because in that case, the two reversal areas or support areas did hold, and yeah, nobody would have been stopped out, which is good news. However, we just have to adjust the micro count a little bit. So I take then let's say the nano count out here. The idea is that, yeah, we had a 1-2 setup here, obviously, with a wave 2, circle wave 2, that bottomed in January, 5th of January. Then this rally higher was likely a wave 1, as a similar count to the SPX. Then the wave 2 here. At the time we said maybe this was already the wave 2, but it was extremely shallow. So as long as the 16,490 level is holding, the yellow count is in control. And all it did was to reset the wave 2 a little lower to the 50% retracement level at 16,693. Now, it looks as if this is really the heart of the third wave, so the main element of a third wave. And we take a look at the Fibs now in a minute to determine where things should be going next, because the Fibonacci levels give us some targets. And just need to shift it into place. That's at least how it would make sense to me. So looking at the idea that this is now the main element of a third wave, let's determine the target for this third wave. Based on this 1-2 setup, the wave 1 that topped on the 11th of January and the wave 2, the wave 1 that topped on the 11th of January and the wave 2 that bottomed around the 17th. So what we do is we take the Fibonacci extension tool. We've got our wave 1. Then we go to the low of the wave 2. And the wave 3 has not yet reached minimum expectations. What we want in a third wave is that it reaches minimally the 1.236, better the 1.38 extensions. So 17,630 to 17,741. Then a wave 4 and a wave 5. Wave 5 could then typically reach the 1.786, maybe even the 200% extension. So let's bring it onto the chart. So we talk about round about the area, maybe around 17,927, 18,060 for wave 5 of 3. Then we should get a wave 4 and a wave 5, and it should escalate a little higher, but at some point, possibly around 19,000. The run might be exhausted. Let me shift that to the right. And I think that's sort of what we're dealing with. I mean, I can double check that, because what we can do is as well is this wave 1, we can also take the Fibs. And I think I need to shift the, circle wave 1 actually here to the left. Then we have a nice and clear flat structure in this wave 2. Also, it keeps targets a little lower. Rather keep it on the conservative side, and wow, that works out nicely, because here we also talk about, for circle wave 3, the targets. I mean, here I talk about the 1.236 and the 1.38 extensions of circle wave 1, and to be honest, that works quite well with these smaller degree targets. In other words, there is good confluence there in the area around 18,100, 18,300. That works quite well. So I would be focusing on that for the third. Then we should get circle wave 4 and circle wave 5. Circle wave 4 might fall back to around about 17,900, but it depends really on where the wave 3 ends. At the moment, these are moving targets. Depends certainly a little bit on where the subwaves end. But looking good so far, looking bullish for the NASDAQ, even more than, for the NASDAQ than for the SPX. Yeah, that's my update about the NASDAQ. I don't think there's much more to add. Obviously, to keep the yellow wave count intact, the bullish scenario here, it goes without saying that this 17th of January low needs to hold. That's at 16,690. And to be honest, in whatever it's doing right now, the 50% retracement level needs to hold. So if you're looking for a support area, for trend continuation, at the moment, the 17,086 level, that needs to hold. A break below that level indicates that this structure is breaking, but it doesn't look finished yet. So that's my update about the NASDAQ. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, and we also cover the NASDAQ sometimes there, then yeah, check out our S&P 500 and stocks service. You'll find the link in the description. Here you can get daily videos about the S&P 500 as well as regular videos and written updates about stocks like AMD, Tesla, PayPal, and so on. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.